Good morning, everyone. Just to let you know, this one is being recorded. Yesterday was kind of like a test run. We didn't record it, so I might repeat some of the things that we said yesterday. And there are some people that can't make it at this time, so then we can share it with them. So, welcome again. Thank you for giving me your time. We're going to be doing this every day, every morning, just a few minutes every morning to help to build a new habit of meditation. So, why are we here? Why meditate? Why bother with all this mindfulness stuff? Well, on my journey, some of you know, so this is quite a small group. It's people who know me personally, people who know some of my story. And so some of you will know what I went through and where I have come to. And it's kind of like going from trying to scream into my pillow to depression and being on antidepressants and trying to escape into all kinds of things and extreme sadness and many, many other emotions to the peace that I feel now and beyond. So I would say that some of us might be on this journey to learn just to regulate our emotions on a daily basis, to handle all this lovely stuff that life throws at us. And some of you may be on the path to self-enlightenment and knowing your true nature. What happens when we stop thinking? What happens when there are no thoughts in the mind? Somebody like me 15 years ago wouldn't have even have conceived that this was possible. And now I experience it not just on a daily basis, but minute to minute. I know now what it feels like. I know what the bliss that they talk about in scripture feels like. And all I want is to be able to share it with you. And hopefully, we'll go on this path, like I said yesterday, very, very slowly, step by step. I'll try and teach you everything that I know, tips and tricks along the way of mindfulness. I think it might be more mindfulness than sitting meditation. You know, everyone has very, very busy lives. They don't have time to sit for 6 to 8 hours a day of meditation. And I did that at times, and I did months in solitude. So I know kind of what works now and what will work living in the real world, I guess, real world, which is what I also do now, and how to maintain a meditative state, how to get it, how to get the engine going, and how to keep it running smoothly throughout the day when you've got a million other things that you have to do. Hi, Binu. So, as I was saying again yesterday, that there are many paths to peace. There are many paths to enlightenment, to discovering your truth. But the one thing that I really want to focus on the course of this journey with you is really the one thing that I think I perfected. I don't know if that's the right word, because it's what I really anchored myself in. And like I said, I know I look quite religious. On this journey, we're not going to talk about any mantras or anything that might be a bit alien to some of you, but we're going to talk about and use something that's universal, that everybody has, and it's something that everyone can do. So, as I was saying, the human mind goes through about 60,000 thoughts a day, and we breathe about 22 to 25,000 times a day. So you can imagine in each breath, even how many random thoughts have come through our mind. We're not even aware of them, but we feel a certain way sometimes. We'll just feel depressed for no reason. So, what we're trying to do with meditation is bring down those number of thoughts, maybe from 60,000 to about 500 a day. And the way we're going to do it is by anchoring in that breath, because it's always there. It's scientifically proven that if we can regulate the breath, we feel a bit calmer almost instantly. And because the breath is always there, we don't have to go off to find a piece of music or find a mantra or anything like that. The breath is always with you. There's nothing to look for. We just have to be aware. So what am I talking about? We're going to start at the very, very, very gross level of the breath, which I'll help you to try and feel, and then we'll get subtler and subtler and subtler as we go on this journey. And at some point, you will hopefully discover that the breath, when it becomes very, very subtle, turns into something else. And I hope you will experience it also like I have. So, to begin with, I'd like you to place your hands anywhere on your body. It could be your chest, it could be around the rib cage or on your belly, wherever you feel any movement where you breathe. So if you start by taking a couple of deep breaths, and just feel where you feel the movement the most. It could be the abdomen coming in and out. It could be the rise and fall of the chest. Wherever you can feel that movement the best. You can close your eyes if you want. You don't have to, you can leave them open, whatever you're comfortable with. There's nothing to do. We don't have to change the breathing. We just have to be aware that as air comes into the body, there's a slight expansion or rising. And as it leaves, there's a slight decompression or falling under your hands. Now you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with self-enlightenment and me stilling my mind? But as I said, this is at the grossest level, and we'll go on this journey, and it will get harder, and I'll give you homework. So baby steps, baby steps. For now, I just want you to continue to be aware while I'm talking of the rise and fall of your chest or the abdomen going in and out. Just that movement of the breath. And you may be aware that while you're doing this, you might be thinking about certain things. You might be thinking about what you've got to get on and do with your day. You may be thinking about my voice. It might sound a bit funny, or you might be thinking about the light behind me or something, anything. It could be how you feel, a bit hot or cold. That's okay. Just when you find yourself thinking about anything, gently come back to the awareness of the movement of the breath going through the body. In the beginning, it's very normal and very natural that within a couple of breaths, maybe your mind has wandered off and you started thinking about other things, and it's absolutely normal. Nobody is born with the ability to meditate. It's like driving a car, it's a skill that we learn. And the more we practice, it becomes our second nature. But in the beginning, of course, the mind is not going to stay still. So it's completely normal, completely natural. Just continue to be aware. If it's difficult for you to feel any movement, you can take a couple of deeper breaths just so you feel it again, and then go back to your regular breathing. And that's pretty much it for today. We'll do these little bite-size sessions every morning so we can build this habit. You can, while I'm talking, you can still keep continuing to be aware of the breath. And I thought what we'll do, instead of doing questions at the end, once we reach about 8:15, what I'll do is people can gently leave if they want to. We'll keep it quiet. You can go offline, and if you have time, please continue. If you have 1 minute, 2 minutes, please continue to be aware of your breath. And if you don't have enough time, it's fine. You can continue going about your day. But before you go, homework. So I'd like you to just twice a day in the next 24 hours, just twice more. So finish what you can this morning. Find some time, 1 minute, even if you set a timer on your phone, a buzzing one, not one with a big noise that goes off at the end, just a vibrating one. Set a timer for 1 minute and just do this 2 more times in the next 24 hours. Just begin to be aware of this feeling of the breath coming in and out of the body. And as I said, it's a long, slow journey, but if we do it consistently every day, there's no reason why you won't see the same results that I have seen. And I wish you all very, very well on your journey. And I thank you for giving your time this morning and hopefully every day as well. And I love you all. And I really, really want the best for you all. And I hope that taking on this one very small, I guess, lesson of anchoring in the breath will be life-changing for all of you. So you can continue breathing. You're welcome to come offline now. I'm going to end the meeting as well. And you can continue to sit and breathe for a while or go about your day. But don't forget 2 more times today for just a minute. And I will see you all tomorrow. Lots of love to you all.